It's December 29th, 2017, and we're in Bryson City, North Carolina, after a day of chasing the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad's steam locomotive number 1702. After bringing the Tuckasegee excursion into the Bryson City station for the day, the 1702 uncouples from its train to move into its overnight staging spot. The Tuckasegee consist will be used in 2 short hours for the Polar Express excursions, powered by a GP9 number 1755, which has been idling on the number 3 track since morning time. Just after the 1702 cleared the area, 1755 is brought forward off the number 3 track and backs onto the number 2 tracks, where the now Polar Express train sits waiting. The following day, we were just outside the Dillsboro shops after the Tuck train's arrival. We were pleasantly surprised to learn that the 1702 was tasked with picking up the Nantahala, an open-air car to be used during New Year's Eve's Polar Express runs. After digging the Nantahala out of the yard, the 1-car train backs out of the shops and towards the Dillsboro station. What a neat, unexpected operation to witness. About 1,500 feet down the tracks sits the Dillsboro station, where we arrived just in time to see the 1702 backing the Nantahala onto the head end of its train. We were then treated to an up-close walk-around of the Queen of the Smokies, acquired by the railroad in 1994. Built in 1942 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works for the U.S. Army, the locomotive and its friendly crew are only a few reasons that the GSMR is known as America's favorite tourist railroad. Back in Bryson City, the 1702 brings the Nantahala to the west end of the town, where it's to be set out on a sidetrack until the next afternoon. After setting out the Nantahala, the 1702 reverses back down the main line towards the station. And just as they were approaching a crossing, a crew member spotted 1755 still sitting on the main line, at which point the brakes started squealing. The 1755, supposed to move off the main line and onto the awaiting passenger consist, had failed to do so. The plan was to get the 1755 off the main and onto the number 2 track while the Nantahala was being set out, allowing the 1702 to back into the station straight from there. After some frustrated radio chatter and hand signals from the tender, the 1702 had the main line to itself. Once the 1702 started moving, I had just enough time to run to the nearest crossing and throw down my tripod. The crew was taking the engine back to the station to take on water, giving me even more opportunities to see the 1702 in action. Full tank of water later, 1702 was to be moved back to its overnight staging spot, clearing the platform for the Polar Express riders. Thanks for railfanning with me today, and keep an eye out for the 4th and final part of my Smoky Mountains railfanning series.